Well, welcome to a very, very cold and wintry Brasenose 2 on the Oxfordshire Linear Complex. Winter is fast approaching, and that means a couple of things. Firstly, when we get our first couple of frosts, carp fishing becomes very, very difficult. They start to shut up shop. Yes, they can be caught over bait, but for me, short session fishing and creating as much attraction around your hook bait is by far the best way for nicking a bite. And that's exactly how I approach my winter carp fishing. Stick mix fishing, for me, is the very best way of creating a lot of attraction around your hook bait with very little food content, so that when them fish are swimming around or just sitting up in the layers or on the deck, they can't resist getting their heads down for just one mouthful. Imagine you walk into a sweet shop, you've just had a roast dinner. You physically cannot help but buy a 10p mix bag, some cola bottles, some milk bottles, a nice little fruit custard. That's exactly what this is supposed to be. They ain't hungry, they don't necessarily want to eat, but the attraction that we're putting in these stick mixes and a nice little delicate 12mm essential cell wafter with a tiny little white tipper there on a size 6 crank and some 15-pound in-trap soft is exactly what that sweet shop is. They can't help it. They have to suck it in and have a little taste. And remember, they haven't got fingers, so once it's in there, job done for you. Stick mix fishing also is very, very simple. I see a lot of people getting too confused about it. A great stick mix is very, very simple. Maximum attraction, like I said, minimum food content, and the one I've got below me is absolutely superb. I've simply got some crushed up essential cell, mixed 50-50 with the essential cell stick mix, and then just on top of that, I've got some of the essential cell response pellet. Now, I know I said minimum food content, but even in the coldest of months, these will still break down extremely quickly, giving you another little bit of attraction. And then over the top of that, I've squirted some of the stick mix liquid, which is beautiful. When it goes in there, I like to think that it covers all of the bait and just gives you a little bit of more dimension. So yes, it sits on the bottom, but it starts pulsing up as well. Gives you a nice little halo of attraction. So even if they are sitting a couple of foot off the bottom, then they just physically cannot resist it. That for me is by far the best way in the colder months of getting a bite, and it's done me proud over the last few years, and I will be using it this year and many, many more years to come.